Aubrey, the spear thing, and all the coaches have talked about it too. And you did it in the spring. You did some in the bowl game. So comfortable there. How much cross training do you have to do if you go? You have to move back and play some in the deep end. What's it like?
I'm getting there. I'm getting pretty comfortable with it. Still learning as we go through camp. Small things. Just playing more closer to the ball than playing back at 10 and 12 is probably the biggest difference. So O-linemen, tight ends push up on you much quicker. Got to set edges and everything like that. I'm also training for cat safety during camp, like half line pass, anything like that. Those small reps are just keeping a memory about cat safety. So when we play Penn State or any other team that run heavy, I can go back and we can bring a linebacker in to play spear, and I'm prepared to play cat safety. But I feel like as we keep going through camp, and week one get here, I'll be real comfortable for spear or cat safety.
Best part of being a spear, worst part of being a spear.
Best part, I like to blitz. Worst part, if you don't use your hands, you can get washed up pretty quick by an O-lineman or a tight end.
Do you have any thoughts about this change of role and what it even will do to you? Obviously, you're focused on this season right now, but you as a player, in terms of NFL scout, this is a contract year for you, as you talked about.
Yeah.
What is it in your mind at all of what this can do to help you in the future beyond WVU, etc.?
Nah. But I know if we go out and win games, I know what that'll do for all of us. But me, Coach Leslie, all of us had a talk since last year, and I was kind of telling him that I wanted to play nickel. And the reason for that is I just want to show how versatile I am. And so I feel like this year, if I can do that at a great job, and then the scouts and everything like that, that'll take care of itself. Obviously, if we winning, that means defense got to be playing good, or offense we got to be doing something right on the field. So as long as we take care of the business on the field and win, I feel like every individual success that each of us want on this team will all play a part, and it'll all come together if we all work together during the season.
State is this month officially. What kind of statement would that make for this team to start off against them with a win here?
Big statement for us. Big statement just because not many people believe in us of beating them. So obviously the people in this facility and this building right now believe. But if we come out and set the tone week one, and I feel like that'll lead us through the season because we got a tough schedule. I don't know if y'all looked on our wall right out there. We got some tough games lined up through the year, and every game is going to be like the game of inches. That's what I'll call it for us through these games that we got through this year. So just winning that week one will set the tone for Albany and the next game after that, and so on. And it's going to take a team effort when we go out there versus Penn State. They're a good team. We're not going to sit here and sugarcoat it. They're a good team. Probably on roster, they're better than us from top to bottom, but I feel like if we come out and give good effort and everybody do their 111, they will have a chance to win, and the win will help us through the season, help the fans, help the whole state, and so it'll be a happy day for us if we win that game.
Yeah, but are you guys talking about it already, right now?
No, we're talking about camp right now. Yeah, we're talking about camp. That's the only thing that should be on our mind. That's the only thing on my mind is camp. They'll get Penn State to get here when they get here.
Sean mentioned as a secondary, there's more length this year. What kind of benefit does that provide as a whole?
So speaking of our corners, we got some pretty long corners. G's a big, tall corner. AG is a long corner. And Tess can run. Those three guys that kind of jump out in my head of linky corners. And then the benefit for us is we can put G in the boundary, and G could kind of take away that boundary field, play that boundary role. Big, can tackle, and so and the depth that we have this year from corner and safety is a big advantage for us. So when the ones get tired, or when we need that second guy to come in, it won't be a downfall. So kudos to the coaches going out, recruiting through the transfer portal, and the high school recruitment hard, just bringing in that depth and those tall corners to help us through the season.
Chemistry when you're bringing in transfers and guys that a lot of whom are going to play this year and you haven't played with in the past?
Yeah. So that chemistry start back in the summer. We knew that we was going to have almost a new secondary. Only me and Ant are the two guys that are still here. And so just during the summer, like going out bowling, just small things like that in our position, meaning we go around and we kind of just say something about our life, whether it's a struggle that we went through to get here, something personal about each other. And so if I know something personal about my teammate, I know when we get on that field, I got to have his back because of what he's going through. And if he knows something about me, he knows what I'm going through. So they're going to play hard. We're going to play hard for each other. And I think just going through the summer, leading up to now, that's when you build the chemistry. Obviously, when you get on the field, you got to talk and communicate, but you don't want to wait till fall camp to try to do that. You want to start that way back in the summer. So when we get to the fall camp, it feel like it's nothing new.
Aubrey, last summer you talked about how you'd come in with Coach Wright and have meetings before practice and stuff. Did that continue with?
Yeah, nah. So every Thursday and Sunday, me and Coach Bell will meet. This past Sunday, I went in and met with him. I tried to bring a young guy come along with me, but Coach Wright gone. He moved on. He's doing good though. And so Coach Bell is the new guy who's been helping me out. Obviously we meet position meeting, but that's just not gonna cut it for me and for the rest of the guys. So that extra meetings that we have on Thursday and Sunday, I go in and meet with Coach Bell. So far, me and Zay Jennings, he's playing spear, young guy from Cincinnati. Just trying to learn. He's moving around pretty fluid, but when you're young out there, you just kind of be moving without a purpose sometimes. And so just bringing him in and just talking about what I see when I be on the field to hopefully help him out when he get on the field.
So Shadon just said one of his big concerns this year is going to be communication.
Yeah.
And he said he gets frustrated when you guys are talking in your church voices.
Yeah.
So I mean, who's is it? Does it fall to you to kind of be the yelling, or just because you're the kind of leader? Or?
Nah. It goes along with everybody. Obviously, it starts with me, but the Mike's got to talk. Mike linebacker, Will linebacker, free safety, cat safety, corner. Everybody got to be on the same page. So obviously, I'm the start of it. Whether I'm running the mic or if Trey Lathan running the mic, but just communicating. If we all wrong, then we all right, and it's nothing wrong with communicating too much. I'd rather communicate too much and not communicate at all. And obviously, we just went through our first week, so we can't say too much. But these next 2 weeks, communication and just understanding the situation of football is going to be big for our defense. And I feel like these next 2 weeks will show what type of defense we'll have going into the season.
I know it's weeks away. Your mind's probably not there yet to the backyard brawl. But in years past, how have you guys approached that week leading up to it?
By handling it every other week that's before us. I don't like looking ahead too much because you get carried away. If I think about Pitt, I'm not worried about what we got for tomorrow's scrimmage. So just handling week by week, and when Pitt get here, we know what type of week that is. Everybody know in this whole state what type of week that is for the school, for us in this facility, for the coaches, and it's just about locking in for that 1 week and just handling business on that Saturday.
Mentioned Zay. He and the other young DBs. What do you see out of them?
Athletic, real athletic. But they got to come in and the same way when that NCAA game came out, that energy that you had, you got to have that energy when you want to study the playbook. You see what I'm saying? And I had to learn that the fast way. And for me, when I was young, I was a freshman and I kind of just wanted to live a little life. And I didn't take the playbook as serious in my first few games. And we got in versus Baylor 21. And y'all know we got blew out down there. And I got in, and Coach Wright called me later on that day and said, you can be really good. And from that point on, I studied like every night trying to learn the playbook. Obviously, our defense is different, but you just got to take that time out your day, 30 minutes before you go to bed, 30 minutes when you wake up. You got to study because if the coaches don't trust you, they can't put you out there. No matter how many plays you make, I can go out to practice and catch 3 interceptions, but if I got 3 MAs, that don't add up. It don't balance right. So just knowing what you're doing is the most important thing. And I told the young guys going through these next 2 weeks, stop worrying about making plays. Like, obviously you make plays, they will see that. But the coaches right now, when you're young, it's about being consistent. How you come in every day, just consistent throughout your day. They don't want you to be up and then you take a major drop. They don't know what they're getting out of you. And just from a young player, it's just about being consistent every day.
You see some of your young self in Zay, guy that would come up and hit people?
Nah, he's Zay Jennings and I'm Aubrey Burks for a reason. Yeah, he's Zay Jennings and I'm Aubrey Burks.
Is he the hitter, though, that he appears to be?
He's physical now. But like I say, sometimes they get out there and he just be moving around without a purpose. Eyes might be in the wrong spot, just little small things like that. But he's not scared. And I can tell you, like, one fact, like, if you're not scared, Coach Leslie like that, that's a good start to being on defense already. Now it's about just learning what you got to do out there.
So, Aubrey, you talked about studying the playbook. You get all that base stuff down. Then you start shuffling around a little bit. You're in a game situation. Hey, we're going to slide you down here, or this is what you're going to do this series. Do you do something to reset yourself that says, hey, okay, man, I'm at spear now, or I'm doing this, or these are my techniques I got to think of, or does it kind of flow naturally?
Flowing naturally, honestly, for me. I do have to remind myself kind of like, okay, I'm at cat though. But when I get out there, I don't be thinking about where I got to spin to. It's just flowing naturally. Playing cat safety those 2 years really helped. The biggest difference, like I said, is just moving down at 5, and trying to get back in my drop. That's the biggest difference I've been having going through this fall camp, and that's something I got to work on to improve my game going through this camp. Is when I'm at spear, dropping back to 10 to 12 because I'm already at 5. When I'm at cat, I only got to spin down 2 yards. You see the difference? So just those small things like that is probably what I got to remind myself of when I go on the field playing spear or playing cat.
I'm not even sure how to ask this question, but West Virginia's always been looks at itself as the underdog, wants to play to get respect. What happens when you get respect? I mean, Penn State has respect. What's the difference between trying to play to keep respect and to get it?
So we're trying to earn everybody respect, and only way you earn it if you prove them wrong or you let what they say stand true. And when I first got to West Virginia, a couple of players that they had on the team from the state, and I got out there on the field and I went against them. Not going to say any names on the team, but I just knew he got that underdog mentality. No matter what, he's gonna try to win at anything he does, and I feel like the players on the team, one person that stick out is Sean Martin, competitor from West Virginia, love to compete, and I think his competitive side passed along to everybody on the D line. Then they competitive, and so everybody on the D line that passed to the linebackers, and they just move on to everybody, and just people from West Virginia in general have that underdog mentality, and so for us to try to go out and earn respect, once we earn it. It's about just proving everybody else wrong, because Penn State not the only ones who don't believe in us. Albany, Pittsburgh, Texas Tech, everybody don't believe in us. So it ain't just about Penn State; it's about everybody on our schedule. And
get respect than to keep it. I mean,
I think the pressure is more on them as far as the respect wise. Obviously, nobody believe in us, so if we go out and lose the game, it's we knew they was gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? So obviously they side of trying to keep that respect, it's probably more pressure than us trying to earn it. Obviously, we want to go out there and earn it, but nobody believe in us of earning that respect. So I feel like the pressure is more on them than on us as far as the respect wise.
Bowling. Anybody any good? You any good? Who was the best?
You know I'm good. I tell you that every time. That's one of my hobbies is bowling. So I'm good. But Trey Lathan is a pretty good bowler. But if y'all ever interview Trey, ask him who taught him how to bowl, and he'll tell you. If he lie and say anybody else's name but mine, then he's lying. But bowling haven't actually been what we've been doing lately since that NCAA game came out. Boy, that's all we've been talking about. But it's kind of took a toll. Since camp started, we haven't been talking about anything but football.
Who's the best on NCAA?
Israel Boyce, young freshman, and Hammond Russell. Those are my top 2 picks. Obviously, I'm good too because it's just me. But if we've been honest, them two.
You all good? Okay.
Thank y'all. Y'all have a good day.